Well, we got some really special guests on It's Alaska. We've got Keitha and Shauna from Thompson Square. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
What's up, man?
Are we in Alaska? Is that where we are? Right
We
now?
are in Alaska.
Just
That's
kidding.
where I woke up this morning.
It's a long trip, so it's, it is very easy to wake up and go, where am I?
Yeah. It was a pretty long flight for us from South Alabama.
Yeah. Well, especially with our schedule these last 45 days have been crazy. We haven't been home in a month. Then we went home for one day, then gone again, and then another day, and then up here.
But have been looking forward to this trip for sure.
Oh, nice.
Love coming up here.
You're not lying, right?
No,
Okay.
I promise. Especially having Cooper with us. This is his first trip, our son Cooper.
That is awesome. And we'll talk about that coming up here in just a little bit because obviously, Alaska oftentimes is somebody's bucket list. And, they come up and then they want to bring their family because that's the whole point. There's so much to share. But now you guys have been up here before. When was the first trip to the AK?
It's probably it's close to 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago.
I think it was 2012. We played the state fair.
The last
Alaska
time was
State Fair. Okay,
we would have to double check that year, but
the last
that was
time
our first
about
time.
Yeah, first time. Then the last time was about 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. We were in Hawaii actually, and Cooper was just a few months old, and we had a gig up here with a military on a military base, and so we did a red eye out of Hawaii, did the show, and then red eyed back to Hawaii for another show.
Yeah, Hawaii. I mean, Hawaii and Alaska are very different, but they're very similar.
They're very similar.
Very, very similar.
If you get out and you see the mountains and the big water and stuff, I mean, it always reminded me. The first time we were here, I was like, this feels like Hawaii, except for much colder.
And yes, we have volcanoes.
A lot less bikinis.
We do have fur bikinis. If
I'm into that.
I figured as much.
Yeah.
You look like a fur bikini kind of guy.
I have one.
And for those out there, when you see it on a map, Alaska is not right next to Wisconsin in a box, or actually Hawaii on a box. You got Hawaii, and then you got us in a box. We are much farther north than that.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Yeah, I don't either.
And now they don't even teach people, anything about you.
Yeah, kids don't know anything other than Fortnite and what's Cooper playing now? What's his game?
He's in Roblox.
He's Fortnite. He's playing Fortnite with his friends online. When we left Tennessee, he left his best friend there. His name is Mac, and so the way they communicate now is through Fortnite and all that stuff. But he's got some buddies that he does that with, and then he was into Minecraft there for a while, but kind of out of that now. I don't know. He's all over the place.
What about board games? I'm kidding. You don't.
No, we actually, man, board games used to be a big part of our life. Like, so every Sunday for years, we'd have friends over, maybe 5-10 friends over, and we would play board games and have this big dinner and all this other stuff. And it was really cool just to kind of unplug and just do, stuff that you used to do back when you were a kid, and we haven't done that in a while, but we have a whole closet full of board games.
Cooper's been trying to talk us into Risk.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not really a family game.
I know, right? It's weird.
It's two people game.
Yeah.
But
He likes death and destruction. He's into that pain.
So you bring Cooper with you, and he's right over there. He can join us too if he wants to jump in. So big trip. You get to bring your son. Was there some certain things you want to do or show him while you were in Alaska? Because you've been here a couple of times. And did you get to see anything, do any sightseeing when you were here a few years ago?
We took a glass train at some point.
We did.
Was that the first time?
That was our last trip here. And then we went out to the glaciers. We're able to witness some calving out there, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, she knows the terminology.
Yeah.
Calving. Nice. All right.
Yeah, we told Cooper about it, and we're hoping maybe we'll get to see some of that this trip. I don't know. We'll
Saw these
see.
crazy people, get on the train and get knocked to go sleep on the glacier. That was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are into weird stuff here. Weird stuff.
Well, yeah, there's certain places that we won't say it on air, but you shouldn't go because there's some really weird stuff,
That's where I want to go.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see some weird stuff.
Man, you guys have been together. Now, how long have Thompson Square, how long have you guys been together?
As Thompson Square?
Yeah, well, you were married when? When did you guys get married?
1999.
Okay. So 1999, you got married. When did you guys become a duo?
About 6 years after that.
Was it that long?
Yeah, we dated. Well, we dated for probably 3 or 4 years after that. we met. Well, I'm from Oklahoma. She's from Alabama. We met the first week we moved to Nashville in '96, and we dated 3 years. We got married. We were married 3 years, and then we started Thompson Square. And really, the reason why we made Thompson Square is because we just didn't like being apart. I had an opportunity to go out on George Strait tour for a few months. And I'm gonna call back and be like, "It was so awesome, man. We're playing for 20,000 a night." And she's like, "Well, that's great. That's great."
Meanwhile, I'm stalking.
Real happy for you.
And home decor at a home decor store.
Yeah, she was miserable, So I was like, "Man, this isn't gonna
You're
work."
living a dream, and she's
well, if you're married and your spouse is happy and you're not, they just don't want you to be happy.
Especially when it's you're happy as the husband and the wife.
100%.
As
they're happy, they're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
No, so she didn't like me being happy and doing what I wanted to do with my life. So I quit doing that and came back and we formed Thompson Square. And honestly, we did that for a few years and we were touring with a guy named Ty Herndon as his band, and then we would open up for him and sell our merch at the shows, and we traveled all over the world doing that. And then at some point, we were just like, "Hey, if we don't quit this band, we're never going to do our own thing." So we just quit to really pursue what we wanted to do, and we had a few showcases around town, and finally we had the showcase that connected all the dots, and. Label came out and loved what they heard, and then we went to the label, played acoustically for them in the conference room, and we had one more showcase for them, and that was the one that kind of solidified everything. And the next year we put out "Kiss Me or Not," and actually our first single was called "Let's Fight," and the song I wrote with my buddy Kip Moore. And we put that out, and everybody's excited about it. "Oh, this is going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit." And then we all went to Vegas for the ACMs, I think. And we rented a suite and had about 100 people from radio in the suite. We played the single, and everyone was, jumping up and down, loving it, And then we played "Kiss Me or Not," and they were like, "Whoa, what is that?"
What was the name of the song before that? What was the song that you thought this is the winner?
"Let's Fight" was what we started.
Okay.
And so we played "Kiss Me or Not," and everyone was just like, "Wait a minute, what is that?" And they were like, "We like Let's Fight, but this is a monster." And we were like, "Well, if you'll switch all your ads to that song, we'll do it." And so everyone, which, in radio sometimes, it's difficult to switch from one single to the other. And people just switch it out. A lot of them say they do, they won't, or it's not set up like that, but they all did, man. And the next year, we had the biggest song in the country,
It was number one. Yeah.
Number
one.
July. Yeah.
And,
most played song of the year. Number 4 song of the decade a few years ago we found out. And that was pretty freaking cool. But yeah, that didn't suck.
Well, that changed your life. I mean,
it continues to do. Oh, yeah, man. Suddenly, people like you. Suddenly, people call you.
Hang out with you.
They want to know more about you.
Suddenly, people want to ride with you more. Suddenly. And it's interesting how that happens. It's Jerry Reed said, "When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not." That's 100% true in the music business, man. 'Cause I don't care if you're in radio, TV, whatever. If it's hitting, everybody loves you. And if you stub your toe and you fall down just for a second, man. I mean, they run like rats on a ship. And it's a tough and you find out who your friends are, man. And we found that out. I mean, it doesn't nothing. You can't stay on top forever. And we had some stuff happen at the label where we had to ask out, and so we got out of that deal. And we just kind of found out where we want to be. Right now we're independent artists. We just got out of another record deal. This is our third one. And I don't think we're going to do labels anymore, man. I mean,
you don't have to. That's the nice thing about music is with so many platforms, you don't need radio to have a career anymore. Before it's like you needed a radio hit. Now with Spotify and everything online and YouTube, you don't have to have radio. There's people, that are, Tyler Childers. You've got, Jason Isbell, all these guys and females, Ashley McBride. She's got some radio stuff, but not a ton, and doing very, very well with just building their own audience, both by touring and doing shows, and then also by, people sharing their music on Spotify and everything else.
And just putting great music out. That's the only thing you can do. The only thing you can do as an independent artist is put the best stuff out you can, and hope that people reciprocate. And I think it's a little more difficult for an artist who hit in the commercial space and had commercial success and then try to be independent, because that independent, when you start out independent, people are pulling for the independence and they're like, yeah, this is cool, and screw Nashville and screw radio, we're going to do it on our own,
We don't need it.
Yeah, but when you've had hits in that space, there's a weird transition there, and Sean and I have had to record songs that we hated in the past. Hated. Didn't want to put
business. I think that's what people forget, whether it's sports or music or entertainment, it's a business, I mean, your personalities and your celebrities and things like that. But the bottom line, this is still a business, and you guys are the product.
Yeah.
Your voice and your songs and you guys yourselves are the product.
Yeah. And I think the first time she and I felt freedom as far as creatively, since before we got a record. So I made a record that got us a record deal. I made the whole record for $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't even cut one song for that.
That's cheap.
But I made the whole record. I had a lot of good friends, and we were broke, man. We didn't have any freaking money. So everybody played for $20 a song. You
can still purchase that.
Yeah. It's still
on our
I think it's on our website. Yeah. And it's on Spotify and stuff. It's fun if you go listen to that record, because it's completely different. But
I wouldn't say it's that far off. We sound a lot younger.
Oh,
sure.
yeah, we were. We're about 1,000 younger. But we after we got that first record deal, we made a record called Masterpiece, and that record was we fully funded that, produced it, and wrote all the songs on it. And I still think today that's the best record that we've ever put out. And it had some significant success as an independent artist.
Yeah.
I had a few big radio stations. XM played it. And because of those 3 or 4 or 5 people that championed the record, that record's probably got 30, 40 million spins on it. And that's more than some of the hits that we've had, like the songs we put out on the first 2 big records, So I think, all we're trying to do now, man, is just be the most authentic version of ourselves and just record music that we love.
That's
and
good.
It means something
love.
to us.
Yeah. Well, that's important. I think that's why, you see people gravitate towards some of this other stuff that you don't hear on radio. And radio is still important. We love radio.
Oh, that's very important.
But it's nice that you can do what you want to do and not have to be beholden to a record label or a record, rep that says you got to do this.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
I met some of them. I'm sure I know you guys know. I've met some too, and they're assholes. Some of them can be really, really not all that nice.
Some are good. And a record deal's great when it's great. When it's not, it's terrible. And
just like anything, when things are going good, you're winning. Hey, we're all friends, and then you start looking like, you know what? I don't really like you.
Yeah, well, it's like sometimes in a relationship, the sex starts out really good, and then and then turns out they don't like having sex with you. And
what a wonderful example.
You roll over one day, and they're like, just disgusting.
That's true.
They're just disgusting people laying next to you. And they turn into evil people, and some of the people that we really thought had our back and cared about us and stuff, man,
that's money.
Didn't give a shit about anything.
That's the money. Everything's revolved around money. You're making people money. Hey, everybody's having a good time, and some of the money is kind of like,
yeah.
But that pushed us to a good spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You find out who really is in your corner.
Yeah, we did a record on Shauna. She's got a solo deal on Sun Records. And this record is the best record you've heard in 20 years.
It's the best music.
I'm telling you.
Nice. Look at that.
We got to get DJ Khaled on this.
Right.
But it is, man. It's like stone country. And it's freaking phenomenal.
No, it's honky tonk music. It's what I grew up on, So it was good to get back to my my roots.
Yeah, it all really started good. Where you started loving music.
When I first moved to Nashville, that's the record I wanted to make, and that's the artist I wanted to be. And Nashville does what it does sometimes, and it redirects people. And as you said, it's a business. So record labels want you to make music that's popular and will get streams and sell records. So yeah, they kind of talked me out of it, the people I was working with at the time. And Kiefer made it happen. In 2019, we went in and cut it. That's my dream record.
It's called Lean on Neon. You get it at SeanThompson.com or SunRecords.com. I'm sorry, I have allergies like crazy.
That's Alaska.
Yeah,
if you come to Alaska, bring allergy medicine.
Good Lord, man. What are you guys doing up here?
It's just there's a lot of trees, there's a lot of foliage, and a lot of dander.
I'm not used to the clean air. Maybe that's what it is.
That's it. Probably.
No cloud seeding. Yes.
Well, Alaska is such a special place, and we love sharing Alaska with the people that come up. So if anyone apologize, and they will, people here will apologize for the weather. So get used to that.
Yeah.
There'll be one cloud, and it'll block the sun. Somebody will, I'm sorry about that one cloud. Yeah. We just, but people are very proud of Alaska as they should be. And, and we're happy to share it with you. Is there something specific that you guys want to do while you're here that you haven't done in the past?
We've never been whale watching before.
Okay.
So that's something that, I think would be fun. I think we may have, remind me, when we went out on the glacier tour last time, we accidentally saw a whale while we were out there.
How do you accidentally see a whale?
A trip out to the glacier.
I think it was just someone swimming.
He just popped up. He just popped up. It wasn't a whale tour is what I mean.
It was a polar plunge. That's what it was. You're mistaken.
But yeah, that would be cool.
I think maybe oil wrestling a small bear.
That can be arranged.
That might be.
I got a guy named Steve. He's actually that's
not a big bear, just something I can handle.
Like
a baby.
What would a baby bear?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe I can handle that.
And then dog sledding too, but I don't know if we're in that season right now.
You were not in that season.
I was hoping to go fishing today, but I didn't want to stand in the rain to do it.
What's cool about Alaska is you are, 10 minutes or 5 minutes or half an hour from something completely different.
Right.
What's nice, you guys are staying at the Hilton downtown. You walk down to Ship Creek and you can be fishing, and you've been catching these gigantic king, silver, different kind of salmon, and it's a 3-minute walk from the hotel.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And bears will be walking downtown. We've had bears walk into hotels, smaller bears. So the ones you can probably
ones I can handle. Throw it out.
Ones you can handle. Hand throwing it out, but maybe slap a little back slap there on the bear and ask them out. Now, you guys obviously being in a band is tough. I mean, just because you got so many personalities. Is being married in a band tougher, or because I mean,
it can be.
It's a lot of each other.
Maybe I should let you field this one, Shauna.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking this would be more of a Shauna question.
Why don't you go ahead?
No, I think...
and no lying.
I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
Don't lie.
It's funny.
Lie.
We'll have a fight over something really stupid, and that's usually what we fight about is stupid stuff. And we'll walk on stage, and it is forgotten about.
Until you get off stage.
Not true.
And then it comes back up.
And then it goes 3 months later. You know how it is.
I think that's the beauty of music too. It's I think that's what literally has helped us through our marriage. How many years now? 26 years.
26.
Wow. Congratulations.
We're doing what we love to do. So you don't have that.
That'll hurt a marriage real quick.
Yeah.
If you're not doing what you want to do in life as a married couple, individually or together, it doesn't make a difference. But if you're miserable in your job and your other person's not, or you're both miserable, you don't have anything else. You don't have anything to come home to. You come home and your problems all come home with you. And that just compounds any kind of small seed of argument or anything that's been planted. It will augment that. And it's not good, And
as far as creatively, we've always said both of us have to be 100% in on, picking a song or writing a song or whatever it might be. You could, because you have to be.
So you set some guidelines.
Mutual.
Instead of this is how we're going to run things, or we have to.
For sure.
And we probably missed on some songs because I liked it and she didn't, or vice versa. Because neither one of us can be right 100% of the time.
You never know.
You just never know, man. I mean, you hear a terrible song and you're like, God, this sucks. Why is this such a huge song? And it's like, I never would have wrote that, or I never would have recorded that.
I never would have let that be a single or whatever.
God, no. And then you have to sit back and go, okay, maybe we're overthinking this a little bit. You know, and just try to write worse songs. You know, that's what we're going to do now. We're just going to write terrible songs and see what that does.
When you have to worry about that's not, yeah, exactly. There's a lot of them on the radio right now. I'm just saying.
I didn't say
I did. I'm in radio, so I can say, I don't. You guys still, radio hits nice. I don't need it.
No, it is. I tell you what, I mean, radio gave us our life, and having radio hits still today, and I think for a long time will still impact an artist's career.
There's still nothing like hearing our song on the radio.
A lot, especially in the touring space. I mean, it definitely.
I'm
helps.
the bitter radio guy, so that's okay. Just getting a realization, I'm the bitter radio guy.
Well, it is though. It's there's nothing like Shauna said. There's nothing quite like just driving in a car and having even Kiss Me. I mean, it gets played all the time still, but it's like it'll come on. You're like, man, that's me. I did that. And
it's a magical song that can be played 10, 15, 20 years. 30 years after, even on new radio stations, they have a gold category, and that song is still played to this day.
Yeah, someone told me it would still chart.
Yeah,
if the recurrent is so high on that song, it would still chart.
Yeah, that's great. Well, it's
a 12-year number one.
That's that David Lee Murphy and Jim Collins magic.
Yes,
they've got something figured out on that.
That's just one of them songs that. You just don't find that, you can have a career of hits and not have a song like that.
That's true.
Yeah, or you can have a song like that, and I wouldn't trade it for 6 number ones. I mean, that song is just so special, and it means so much to so many people. And we go to these shows, and that song, got people together. It was the first dance, first kiss. They got married to it. It helped a lot of guys, make out, because they didn't know how to say it. So yeah, it was just,
you were the wingman.
It was just one of those things. I'm
for a lot of people.
Wingman, bro. I am the best wingman ever.
That is awesome. Music is so important to people. And I think I was talking to somebody yesterday and they're like, oh yeah, I like music. I'm like, you just like music? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, and then I said, music is like a time machine. He goes, what do you mean? And I'm like, you hear a certain song, and it can bring you back to when you were 10 years old, or when you were in college, or you were in high school, your graduation song, your wedding song. And he was like, boy, I never really thought of it that way. He goes, you're right. Music is like a time machine.
Well, you always go back to it. You always go back to the music. Like the music that I listen to all the time still is the music I used to listen to when
your adolescence.
When music hit me.
Yeah. Your adolescence. Has he really grown out of his adolescence?
Not really.
But I still listen to the same stuff.
It's funny you say that because Cooper is really into classic rock. And we found a station down in Alabama where we live. And that's all I have on in my car now. And a song came on. I can't remember at the moment what it was. But I was just like, man, just hearing the intro was like, that just took me right back.
Nirvana's now classic rock, I think.
Yeah.
I would assume it. I'm reading Dave Grohl's book right now. Now that thing that book is amazing. That guy's pulled off, man, is crazy. He just literally fell into everything.
From Nirvana to
before Nirvana, all these other bands. Then Kurt dies, and then they start Foo Fighters, and
he was asked to be a part of the Heartbreakers, right?
Yeah, 2 of the biggest bands in the world. And he was part of both of them. Wow. Crazy.
All right,
it's a great book, but yeah,
look at you.
But it always does, man. It always takes you back, and So I think in the writing process right now, just trying to create some songs that live in that space, that can be played for 20 years. And not worry about so much. Rick Rubin said, I don't make music for everybody else. I make music for me.
Yeah.
Artists need to make music for them.
And people
not an
relate
audience.
to it.
Yeah, not an audience, because the most authentic part of yourself is making music that makes you happy. And then when you put that out there, you're happy. And then hopefully some other people will be happy. And that's how it all happens. And I thought that was a really great statement when I heard him say that. It kind of inspired me not to worry about it so much, No,
not to put so much pressure on yourself.
Right.
Well, you guys have traveled all over the world. Is there any place or any places that you've been that you're like, you know what? Let's buy something here, or
it's everywhere we go.
Everywhere you go. Like I could see myself, retiring here once you're like, let's slow things down, has there ever been a place or places you're like, yeah, we could live here?
We're thinking Detroit.
Deadwood.
8 Mile. Yeah. You look like an 8 Mile kind of guy. Yeah.
Deadwood, South Dakota is one of them. Our first time there, we just fell in love with it. It's beautiful there, but the people are incredible. Like they were so sweet, so nice.
That Midwest,
just, I mean, just small town, old school, old West town, downtown. And then we went snowmobiling, and it was just so cool because we didn't grow up with snow. I think that's probably part of, not like snowmobiling across town to go to get groceries, that kind of snow.
Yeah.
Did you do that in Oklahoma?
We had in Oklahoma. We had one friend that had a snowmobile. We got enough snow to where,
You never told me that.
I mean, people didn't buy snowmobiles in town.
I was going to say, yeah.
But man, we would get pounded with ice and snow.
I never heard anybody go, hey, let's go skiing. Yeah, Oklahoma's a good place.
Yeah, we get a lot of snow there, and you hear Danny down through the streets, by himself. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I mean, there's so many places that we've been. I love Greece. We have some really good friends there. I could see myself settling down in Italy somewhere, There's
a big contrast.
It's all
Dakotas.
Yeah.
Greece and Italy.
Yeah, it's everyone was like, oh,
summer in
America's
Dakotas and then winter in Greece.
No matter, we have some good friends in Mexico too. I could probably do that too. I could probably retire down in Mexico. But it's weird when you leave and when you go down to Mexico for a few weeks, and it's so much fun. You go to these places, but there's no place like here. It's still a great place to live.
As much as people bitch about
America's still the greatest country.
Whoever the president is or the governor or whatever.
I wish they would just leave.
It's still awesome.
But yeah. If they don't like it, they can leave. But like Haggard said, if you don't love it, leave it.
Leave it. And Ellen and her wife did. So
and God to help them.
Yeah.
But there's so many places. I don't think that we'll ever decide to be one place for the rest of our life. Because we've moved just in town in Nashville. We've moved 7 times in 20 years. I think we just bought a house down in South Alabama by the beach. And this is our 9th house in 26 years.
I haven't
9 houses.
I lost count.
I think 9. I think it's nine places, including apartments. So we're just, I don't know, man.
You like moving around. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Part of the, just our lifestyle. We can't settle anywhere.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like the Haggard song.
I could live on a sailboat. I don't think Shauna could, but I could live on a boat. I could live on a bus. We could sell everything and just live on our bus and just drive around. I think it would be fun. I think that would be awesome.
That would be cool because you could go wherever you want to go. Stay for a little while.
As long as you're together. As long as you're together.
Oh, together? No.
He would want his own bus.
I said I could live on a bus.
Yeah.
Not we. I don't know. I love traveling around and seeing everything. Life's too short to stay in one place, man. And
you got a young son that you want to show the world.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of it already. More than we ever did.
For sure.
I never left Oklahoma until I went to Nashville.
I'd never been on a plane.
Yeah.
Till I was like 18 or something.
And now that's our whole life is travel, but it's fun. It's fun.
Well, before we let you go, I like to do this. Don't be looking at the answers. I like to do a little game called Are You Dumb About Alaska?
Oh gosh.
Now, don't feel bad if you get them wrong. That's,
okay.
That's one thing about this podcast. It's Alaska is to educate folks because we get, they say there isn't dumb questions. I disagree. There's some really dumb questions.
Well, there's some really dumb people in the world.
That's true. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I've been called one of them, but that's neither here nor there. Well, we got a special guest.
He just wants to be on camera.
I love it. How you doing, Cooper? Doing good? Nice. All right, you can help your mom and dad, okay? Because they probably will need help. All right. 5 questions. Are you ready? Are you dumb about Alaska?
Yes.
Number 1.
Sorry, I thought that was the first question.
First question. I am dumb. First question. What city is the capital of Alaska?
It's Anchorage, isn't it?
No. We'll let you get more than one answer.
Is it Nome?
It's not Fairbanks, is it?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Cooper, do you know?
Capital of Alaska is?
Juneau.
It's Juneau.
Juneau is the capital.
Really?
Yes.
It's Italian, and I had no idea.
Yeah.
Juneau.
You know what kept me from saying that is because Juneau's more, it's on the coast side, right?
It is, yeah.
Typically, your capital is more central to your state. And that's the reason why I didn't say that.
I don't make excuses for being dumb.
It should be in Anchorage, yes. But that's a whole nother topic and situation we don't want to get into. Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
I will.
Juneau.
I used to know. I mean, we used to know all these, and then you just stop educating yourself.
You just forget.
You get dumber.
Get older. You do get older when you get dumber, especially. Yeah. Next question. What is a puffin?
Oh, a puffin is a... You know what that is?
I know what it is. It's a bird.
It's a bird.
It is a bird. You're right.
Cooper for the win on that.
Is it in the penguin family?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like a toucan.
It does. Yeah, it's got a big beak, and it can dive into the water and stuff.
I thought that was just the top of a muffin.
Muffin top?
I don't know. Maybe.
You are not. You are not winning here.
Yeah. Not smart.
Obviously, Shauna married you for your looks. Number 3, the singer Jewel. Have you guys ever met Jewel? Ever met with Jewel? She is from what town in Alaska? Her family still lives there. They've had their own TV show. Jewel is from what town in Alaska?
Juneau.
Juneau.
Juneau, I don't know.
As soon as you say it, I'm going to be like, oh, yes.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'll give you a huge clue.
Anchorage.
No.
Simpson.
Bart.
Yes.
Bart, Alaska.
Bart, Alaska.
Bart,
yes, a lot of people going to Bart, Alaska.
Never heard of that.
Homer.
That's right. Homer. Yeah.
I tried to serve it up for you.
Dude.
Yeah. Wow. I tried to serve it up for you. All right. Next one. The Northern Lights are also known as what other name?
The Aurora Borealis.
Cooper and I homeschool, and we just studied this last year. Cooper, you want to hit him with that info?
The Aurora Borealis.
There we go.
Right,
yes.
good
Not bad.
Easy to say.
Borealis.
We got one.
Now spell it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't even. I don't even know how to spell it. All right, last one. Here we go. You got 2. All right, that's not 2. It's not bad. It's 2 for 4.
That's an S.
Yes, it is. But we don't grade here on It's Alaska. What part of Alaska will you find penguins in? North, south, east, or west?
Where's the zoo at?
Penguins. You'll find them in the wild, north, south, east, or west.
I would say west.
I would say west.
West. Cooper?
You gotta say one.
South?
You sure it's north or east?
Trick question. There are no penguins in Alaska. That's
really?
South Pole. We're the North Pole. Yeah.
You probably have some in a zoo though. So I was.
Do we have them in a zoo? Are they none in the Alaska Zoo? No. Sorry.
No penguins here.
No penguins at all. Yeah, we got some people that waddle, but they that's a whole nother issue. Well, 2 for 5. That's not,
It's just terrible.
That was awful.
I've done this before when I had a radio show, and there's people that went 0 for 5. So you are not the dumbest of Alaska.
Was that another musician?
I can't say. They promised I promised them I wouldn't if other people asked. So
whatever. I could probably guess. I'm just kidding.
And before we go, I do want to ask you, you're doing comedy now, Kiefer?
Yeah. On top of everything else, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Brand new single too. Yeah. Thompson Square.
Yeah. The most important thing is a brand new single from Thompson Square. It's called "You Were There." I got a text message that it's in heavy rotation here, which is nice. And, we're doing it all ourselves. We have a small team and we're rocking and rolling and getting everything going. So yeah, we hope everybody goes and checks out the song and streams it and buys it. It's pretty cheap. It's like 69 cents.
That's a good deal.
Pretty good deal.
That's
for a lifetime of work. A lifetime of my work for 69 cents.
That's a lifetime of your work.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just stream it for free.
What platforms should they go to?
Yeah, well, they're all important. They all add up. But yeah, so we got that. That's the most important thing. And then Shauna's record, obviously equally important. And then kiefercomedy.com is this is something that I've always wanted to do.
When did you start? They're like, hey, I'm gonna start doing comedy. When did you start that?
I did it when we got out of our record deal. Was it
2018?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
19.
Something like that. That's kind of when we started on these side projects. And I've always wanted to do it. And my manager at the time was like, man, I wish you would just go do it because you're so funny. I said, I am funny. I said, but so is everybody else.
Okay, then there's a difference between being funny on stage or just being around people and being funny.
Yeah, stand-up's a whole different deal. But I've always wanted to do it. I'm trying not to put pressure on myself to be like the best, but that's what I do.
That's human nature.
You don't want to
That's
suck
just
at anything.
human nature.
So I started this. I said, hey, you book me a show, and I'll do it, man. I'll start writing when you book me a show. And I won't cancel the show. And he's like, okay. So he booked me in Huntsville, Alabama at this place. It was supposed to be open mic and no one there. And I started writing and I wrote for a month for my first joke. And it was packed. It was a full house.
Oh, wow.
And it was a contest.
Oh, you got into a contest. Yeah. Oh, no.
I got my first one was a contest. So I went in.
And you won.
No, I went in, but I did good. I mean, it was a massively long setup and then the joke, and they all died laughing. I was like, hey, this is cool. And, but I couldn't figure out how to write jokes. I'm not a joke writer.
It's an art form.
I'm a storyteller, songwriter. So kind of what I decided to do was just write funny songs. So a lot of it is original. About our life. And then some of it's parodies. If I don't have any original ideas, I write a parody to something like there's a song called Body Like a Back Road. Sam
Hunt, yeah.
I wrote a song called Body Like a Wide Load. Equally as good. Maybe better. Probably better.
I think so better.
It's about a woman on a plane that was very mean to me.
Oh.
And so I wrote a song. Nice. I wrote a song about her as I sat on the plane in half of my seat. On the way to my destination, very rude. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I have a song called "There Ain't No Branches on My Family Tree" that's out right now. It's about Shauna's family.
I'm the butt to most of the jokes.
Are you really?
Yes,
so
I'm his muse.
Not
all
I was going to say the muse, but
Yes.
yeah.
Not to all of them, but some of them.
Well, this is going to be fun. Then we're going to surprise you. We're going to take you to open mic night at the world famous Chilkoot Charlie's, now known simply as Coots. Open mic night tonight. That's where we're taking
Let's
you.
do it.
And we'll see if you're funny. Bring your guitar because I do want to hear the Wide Load song. That sounds awesome.
I'll try to work that out. So I've been touring. I did a lot of touring in 2019 and then COVID hit and shut it all down. So I'm just not getting back into touring. So I have a show coming up. If you go to kiefercomedy.com, it'll tell you where it's out. But the Punchline in Atlanta, I got coming up. The Comedy Catch in Chattanooga is coming up. But man, I got to do the Comic Strip live in New York City.
Oh, that's huge.
Crazy cool and super, super scary.
I mean, the biggest comics will just show up there and do a set.
Dude, yeah, I was in there and the guy that wrote for Stephen Colbert came in and he was like, hey man, can I go in front of you? I go, yeah, why? He goes, well, I got like 8 of the open mics I want to hit tonight. And he was just going in and doing just crowd work. And I was just like, wow, So I think the reason why I do comedy now is just, it's fun to do something that's just me. That's just me by myself, It's a little scary not to have Shauna there, but just the struggle of not knowing how to do it.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, I'm not popular in that space.
Yeah.
There's no fame there or fortune at all. I mean, I think my first check was $15. I framed it. She's like, I'm so sorry, but this is what the door was. And I was like, oh, it's awesome. I framed that,
Somebody actually paid to see my comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight.
It's tonight, 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna try to do that song for you.
Cooper, do you think your dad's funny?
Give me the half hand.
From the voice of babes.
He lies. He lies.
Just gave you a thumbs up.
Yeah, he lies.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being on It's Alaska, and
thank you.
And can't wait to show you a little bit more of the state this upcoming week and weekend.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.